Hi, Deb here. Today's video is going to be on how to revitalize an old piece of wood furniture. I have a couple products that I'd like to talk to you about. I'm only going to show you one of them today, but the other one I've been using for years and years and years. And it's great for old antique furniture, old tables, chairs, whatever you've got that's gotten dinged or scratched with time. So this is the first one. It's called Old English Scratch Cover. And it comes in dark and light wood. The stuff is phenomenal. You just take a clean rag and you pour some on it and you just rub it all over the surface of whatever product it is you're working on. And let it sit for a few minutes, and then you get another clean cloth and you wipe it down. And little dings and scratches will virtually disappear. It'll put a nice shine on your piece of furniture. I would strongly suggest wearing some latex gloves when you apply it, because otherwise your hands will be dark. It's got a stain in it. But the product I'm going to talk to you about today is new to me. I came across it on Amazon. I'm like a huge Amazon junkie. I don't like to shop. And so if I can go and order it online and have it sent to my house, I'm like, give it to me. So I have several antique pieces that have been sitting in my mother's garage for the last 3 years. I went over to become her caregiver after a near fatal car wreck, and she had a little tiny house, and everything wouldn't fit in the house, so it had to sit out in her garage. Since then, you know, they tended to get a little, we lived in Houston, tended to get a little dry from the humid temperatures and the heat of the garage, and it didn't damage any of my pieces, but they are very dry and very dull looking. So I was looking for something to feed my wood, to kind of give it a polish and to hydrate it. And came across this product, and it's called Howard's Feed and Wax. It's got wood polish and conditioner, beeswax, and orange oil. So I saw it on Amazon and I thought, let me try that. So I bought me a bottle of it. Since then, I have found it at Home Depot. I think it runs $8 or $9. This product is amazing. Simply amazing. Again, I'd probably wear a glove or two. I only have one glove left, so I'm only wearing one today. And I'm obviously not going to videotape the whole piece of me applying this to the piece. So what I'll do is I'll start out, show you a before picture, and I'll take a little close-up of the cabinet so you can see how it's a little dry. And there's definitely no sheen or polish to it anymore. I'm going to put this on. You put it on liberally with a clean cloth and wait about 20 minutes. And then you take another clean cloth and you wipe off the excess and kind of buff it out. And it is amazing. So let's get started. We'll put it on. I'll start it. And then when I'm all finished with it, I'll come back on and show you the finished piece. First of all, let me just give you a little close-up of my Wilson cabinet. So, it's very, very dry. Virtually no sheen. It has these pull-out doors. And as you can see down here, the railing where the table pulls out, it's very dry. So we're going to see what we can do to improve that. So I'm going to put my one latex glove on. Little trick to show you how to put those on a little easier. Got a finger, small. Okay, so I'm going to start with the top part that you can see visually in the screen a little bit better. And then, like I said, I'll finish the piece and come back and show you the finished product. So here's my little towel. And you're just going to rub it on. It's very thick and globby. And it actually really shines up these nice brass fixtures too. They'll get a nice shine to them. But you want to make sure that you get all your surfaces and really wipe it in there good. Because this little puppy's so dry, I'm going to really put it on pretty thick. You want to get all your crevices. In your sides. And the surface is going to see. I even have done the insides. And then I'm going to do this cabinet here. This is a lovely piece. I bought it from a gentleman when I lived up in Iowa for 3 years. This was the original baking centers in old turn-of-the-century homes. You've probably heard of the Hoosier cabinets. Those were created, obviously, in Hoosier land. And this is a Wilson kitchen cabinet. They had flour mills built into them, and like I showed you earlier, the table pulls out, so you're actually, it was their bake center, pretty much. Awesome pieces. And I found an old gentleman up in Iowa where you can buy antiques for next to nothing. And came across this because I had a turn-of-the-century house up there as well. It was 109 years old and had no cabinets, and I didn't want to put new this century cabinets into an old farmhouse. It looked funny, and so I found these antique pieces. So I'm going to do this. We'll do one whole side. Unfortunately, my lighting's not real great tonight. I wanted to do this during the day so you can see it a little better, but I ran out of time. You particularly see a difference down here on this old dried out piece down here. And it goes quite a ways. It looks like I'm putting half a bottle on it. And then I go back and hit any like drier spots that may have had residue from your hands or dirt or something that I didn't get off prior to cleaning. Okay, so there's that side. I'm going to bring the camera, I can see it already in the camera, but I'm going to bring the camera a little closer so you can see it, if I can zoom it the right way. So now you can see there's a little bit of a shine to it. I'll bring it over here next to this side. It's very dull. Let me see if I can line it up in there where you got the two pieces. Hi there, 15 minutes. That's all it took me to apply the Howard's Feed and Wax to the rest of the piece. I let it sit then for 20 minutes and I've buffed the whole piece out. This piece was really dry. There's very, very little excess left on it. It just soaked it up. So I'll probably do this piece again in a couple weeks because it obviously needs it. But I left these two original cabinets, and all you do is just take your clean cloth and just kind of take off any excess. Like I said, there's little to no excess left here. And there you go. That's all there is to it. It totally revitalizes your piece. So here she is in all her glory. She's feeling better about being fed. She sucked in that wax like nobody's business. So like I said, we'll probably do this again in a couple weeks just to give her a little bit more nourishment. But isn't she pretty? See, even old girls can be pretty. She's got a nice little shine to her. I'll walk up here a little closer. definitely some sheen to it. Where before there it was just very dry. The wood has darkened up. It's just gorgeous. She's absolutely lovely. So that concludes my piece for tonight. She's looking lovely. I can put my whatnots back on her and get her looking all pretty. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Take care.